Minecraft, a game we all know and love, with mobs we all fear. But one mob is feared more than any other. Feared more than the power of the Wither, the debuffs of the Elder Guardian, or even the speed of a baby zombie. This one mob rules above all of them. The first boss added to the game, the Ender Dragon. And today, I'm going to kill it in one hit. I've developed a 5-step plan in order to complete my goal. Step 1, gear up. It's a big cave. Holy guacamole. Too easy. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look at me. Look at me. No iron sword though. Yikes. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that just happened. Oh my. Now that I'm fully equipped with iron armor and tools, I'm ready to begin step 2 of my plan, finding a trial chamber. My original idea was to just mine until I found one, but I quickly realized that method would take far too long. However, it did result in some diamonds. Yeah, first diamond, second diamond, woo-wee, third diamond, oh my goodness. So my backup method is to find a village, and use the villagers to locate a trial chamber instead. Now if you didn't know, cartographers are a type of villager that have a chance to trade you a map that will lead you to the nearest trial chamber. My goal is to trade with the villagers and hope I get lucky enough to get that map as soon as possible. But in order to unlock the ability to even trade for the map, I need to trade with a cartographer to get them to a higher level first. I decided that the best way to do this would be to gather and plant a bunch of sugarcane so I could trade paper, as well as gather a bunch of other resources to trade with other villagers so I could gather emeralds, which will be important later. While I was going to collect more sugarcane from my farm, I had a little bit of a near-death experience that ended better than I expected. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Holy guacamole, dude. The luck I had in getting the trident gave me a lot of motivation in completing step 2, but it still took over 3 hours just to unlock the trade. Although most of that might have just been me getting distracted. I spent about 10 minutes trying to tame a cat, which, although I don't have a name tag, I decided to name him Kawaii. I then spent another 15 filling up all the empty maps I bought from the cartographer, which revealed I was staying on a large island, which I think I plan on making my home for a little while. After a lot of trading, farming, and planning, I finally leveled up the villager enough to see if I can get the trial chamber map. There's only a 67% chance to get the map on the first try though, and if I don't, I'll have to do all my work again. Fingers crossed. Let's go! Let's flippin' go. Oh my goodness. Heck yeah. Now with the map obtained, we can officially move on to step 3 of my plan. In order to craft a mace, I'm going to need to collect 2 different items. first of which is easy to collect. All I need to do is kill a breeze mob, which will give me half the crafting recipe already. The second item, however, is much more difficult. First, I need to open a bunch of vaults, which each have a 19% chance to give me the Trial Omen potion. After about an hour of killing mobs and opening vaults, I finally obtained the potion I've been looking for. When I drink the potion, the game temporarily becomes much more difficult, and during that time, I have to kill enough mobs to obtain an ominous trial key. For each key I get, I have only an 8% chance of obtaining the item I need from an ominous vault. I obtained my first key and headed to the only ominous vault in the room, and that's when this happened. Oh my god! Oh, holy guacamole, dude. Yes! Let's go! Yes, man. We got it. After collecting what I needed, I left the vault and headed back home to begin step 4 of my plan. But before we get into that, I think it's about time I explain exactly what my plan is. I'm going to use the mace to kill the dragon. The mace deals damage based on how high you fall from. A normal jump off the ground may only deal 2 or 3 hit points of damage, but going 200 blocks in the air increases that damage to 330 hit points. And when we add the density enchantment on top of that, the mace can deal over 1,000 hit points of damage. Since the Ender Dragon only has 800 effective hit points, my plan is to build the platform as high as possible in the end and jump off of it to kill the Ender Dragon in one hit. Now that you know the plan, I'm ready to begin step 4, preparing for the end. I decided that I should first head to the stronghold, as that will not only have the end portal, but also have other materials I need as well. In order to find the stronghold, I'm going to need Ender Pearls and Blaze Rods, so I headed to the Nether. I spawned right next to the fortress, but decided it would be best first to head to the bastion in order to trade for Ender Pearls. I ran around the side, gathered all the gold, and ran to a safe area to trade with one piglin in order to not be killed by one of the brutes. Okay, 2 piglins now. Then, with all my pearls and fire resistance gathered, I headed to the fortress to kill some blazes. Then I got some experience and went back home in order to gather everything I needed to head to the end. Once I was ready, I journeyed straight to the stronghold and found the library. I spent some time enchanting my mace with density 5, and then I went to the portal room. This is it. The hours of grinding trial chambers, the hours of preparation, the hours of writing this script, was all coming to an end. And as soon as I entered, I began pillaring up, and then I waited for the dragon to perch. The dragon perched, I jumped down, and... That's not enough damage? Oh my god. Oh, I didn't destroy the end crystals. That's okay. That's embarrassing, but it's okay. We can just destroy all of them, and then, you know, we'll try again now, okay? Ooh, now it's about to perch. It's perching right now. It's perching. Okay. Okay. Please don't move. I'm gonna cry. No! Okay. Well, we beat it. Eventually. It took a couple more than one hit, I suppose. Alrighty. Well, we beat the game. Finally. Well, that was it. So many hours and days spent on this idea just for it to not work in the final seconds. Luckily, I already have a plan that will 100% work next time. Also, the video's ending.